Surfix Grant here. Today I want to talk about something very important. I would suggest that y'all watch this video to the end. There's a lot to learn. Um, but yeah, I want to say much respect to Jordan for recommending me to do work for some persons, right? Jordan, much respect. God bless. You, as a little boy, recognize that good job that I was doing, so you recommend me to other persons, right? So much respect. All right. Most of the time when I go to do work, persons always talk about the person that done some work for them before me and the bad work that they have done. And I agree because a lot of times they don't know what they're doing. All right. But many times it's because of the product that they are using and they are not testing it, right? So we in the plumbing field, you have to know good product, right? To purchase good product. And I would recommend that you all ask the plumber to purchase the things because you have different brand, right? Some of these hardware are limited where you just have to buy that brand, right? But all right, this thing you're looking at is called a check valve. These things supposed to send water in only one direction, right? So sometimes they are faulty where water is going two direction, and also they can cut your water pressure, right? All right, this thing you're looking at is called a shutoff valve, right? And as you can see, water is running from right there, right? It's leaking, brand new out the pack. I purchased two of them, and both of them are faulty in two different ways, all right? So this one, water is running from the top, and the other one, the water is running straight through it, even though I turned it off tightly, right? All right. Look how much pressure it take me to turn it back on. It was off. You see how much pressure that was? All right. So now I turn it on, and I'm gonna turn it back off. But I would never suggest that y'all turn anything on too tight, turn it off too tight. Never turn it off too tight, right? Because you will damage something in it, or you're gonna wear the washer, right? So the more tighter you turn it, the more you're gonna damage something inside of it. Just barely turn the pipe off. I notice a lot of people here turn stuff off too tight, all right? So what you're looking at now is a fill valve, right? This thing right here is what full your toilet, right? So these things can go bad whenever you have a lot of chlorine. If you have a lot of chlorine, then these things will jam up and they won't work properly, right? Or they probably just don't work at all, right? Because you have a little thing in the top right there that go up and down, and once that chlorine get in that space, it's not gonna work properly. But if you're a good plumber, if you have a good plumber, they can always pull it up and clean it up, and get it back to working. Many times we just change it, right? Sometimes I go and I just fix it for the person, right? But many times we just change it and put another one in, all right? So this thing you're looking at now is called the flush valve. This is what flush your toilet, all right? This is the thing right here that can cost you a lot of water bill. Your money just be going down the toilet, right? All right, that part with the chain on it, that is what they call a flapper ball, right? So that thing, if you get too hard or too stiff, then the water would slip through it. It's supposed to be flexible where the water pressure seal it down onto the black part, right? Also, the black part can build up chlorine where water can just slip right through it and all the water be going down inside the sewage, right? So this thing right here, you should always check to make sure that it's working properly, because if it's not working properly, all your water is going to be going out. Your money is just be going down the drain, right? So you can always open the toilet tank, take the cover off the tank, and you can put some Kool-Aid, or not much, or you put whatever coloring inside of it. Nothing that's going to stay in the toilet. I wouldn't definitely recommend Kool-Aid, but you know that color stuff. I can't remember the name right now, but you put that in there, don't flush it, and if you see coloring come inside the bowl, then you know you have a leakage. You can also test it by using a piece of tissue. Open the bowl and use a piece of tissue and test the side right in front of you, the side part right there. If it's constantly getting wet when you put the tissue on it, then water is leaking from. Not when you just flush your toilet. You have to wait for a while. When you just flush your toilet, water is going to be coming down, right? So you have to give it a while until the tank is full. Once the tank is full and you hear it shut off, give it a little while, then you test it with the tissue, right? So, and that's the same thing with the coloring. You don't put it in right when you flush your toilet. You flush your toilet, let everything shut off, then you put the coloring in it, and you test it that way. Hope I make myself clear. Where you wait until you flush it, then you do your test. Give it a while after you flush it and it's full and thing. All right. I would suggest that you have your plumber to purchase this stuff. If you have a lot of experience in plumbing, he would know good good product to put inside the house. So there's a lot of times it's just these things caused by bad product, right? This thing right here, this is the drainage for your bathroom sink. These things will leak and wet up your floor. Brand new. You can install one of these brand new and your whole floor can be wet because these things many times here in this land where we live in, we get bad product. And these are one of them that often come where there are bad product, where you have to use silicone and all this type of stuff to stop it. You're not supposed to go through all that, but because the product is bad, you have to go through a lot to get it to work properly. Alright, so this has been another video from Sir Fix-It Grant. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned a lot. And thank you all for watching.